We are at a 3, a 2, and a 1. And welcome back, everybody. We got to welcome everyone back. This is the 8th. Ocho?
Ocho.
Ocho. Guys, this is the 8th episode of the Trash Talk Podcast. And we got to thank all of you guys because without y'all, this isn't possible.
No, not at all.
Dude, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, we love the response that we are getting from you guys. We're just dumbfounded every time we see how many comments we're getting, how many views we're getting. And just to be this early in the process, we did not expect to be growing this fast. So we are in love with you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for everything that y'all have done. You know, not only that, but I mean, it seems like we're growing by the minute, bro.
Yeah. Dude, like almost 100 subs a week at this point?
It's getting there. I feel like
at least 60, 70.
Right, yeah, right there at it. Dude, I feel like we did that cipher a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 2.
Right, and that was for 200 subscribers.
Once we did that cipher, we hit those 200 subs, we did that cipher, it blew up. We started getting, we might have got 100 that first week after the cipher. So apparently they like the cipher. They may not like the
conspiracy.
Yeah, well, I think they love the conspiracy.
I think they love the conspiracies, dude.
Whether they agree with it or not, but they like the points we're bringing up.
Right. Listen, what's been up with you, bro? How you been, man?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good.
What's new?
You heard about Tekashi?
Oh Lord.
Tekashi is, man, it's like he's in the news every other day right now.
You know, for some reason, I don't. This may just be my opinion, but for some reason, I don't think our fans connect with the hip hop genre.
I don't think they like Tekashi.
Yeah, that might be it.
You saw the one comment with the rainbow and the gun,
dude. Somebody left a comment. Whenever people mention Tekashi, it's a rainbow. Somebody put a gun next to the rainbow.
I almost died.
That was awesome. But the reason we say that, guys, is because do your Googles. Tekashi 6ix9ine is back in the media right now.
And I think it was Hip Hop DX that reported it first.
See, I think it was DJ Academics. And the reason I say that is because they're best friends, man.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
no, literally they are. They have a mixtape coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the people that he calls from jail religiously. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, he obviously doesn't have a lot of friends right now.
True. Hey, well, remember the conspiracy we put out? He might not even be in jail.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, this news that is coming out this week ties it in because apparently he's not getting jail time.
Y'all, let me explain. Tekashi 6ix9ine was being right. That's the face I made. Like,
what?
I got you. Apparently, okay, he was a member of the Nine Trey Bloods. They were being investigated for years. Tekashi blows up. They have a pinpoint eagle eye on this guy named Tekashi 6ix9ine. He basically puts everything the Nine Trey Bloods are doing. He gets locked up for racketeering charges. He gets 43 years
suggested
that he might possibly serve. What he
admitted to selling heroin and fentanyl, which are 2 of the biggest charges you can get at this point in time right now as far as drug charges.
Oh, wow. Also, he admitted to setting up the hit. There's a TMZ video you can watch setting up the hit for
the 30
Chief
pack.
Keef. Yeah. But the guy that's talking all this gangster, the niggas iffy yo, blicky got the stiffy yo, got blicky yo, draw me whole 50 That dude just snitched on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So his 43 years that he was gonna get went down to guess what? Nothing.
Goose egg.
Dude.
Goose egg. Like, how in witness protection? Hold on. You admitted on the stand. I don't care if you ratting, whatever you doing. You admitted on the stand that you sold heroin, fentanyl, and put a hit out on somebody.
And put a hit, yeah.
And you're going to get
Nothing, dude. That's so crazy, man.
That
I don't want to make this whole podcast.
no,
about
no,
Tekashi.
not at all. Because apparently that doesn't go too well. But no,
I'm curious. I'm curious about your personal life. What's going on in your personal life? How's life?
Personal
man?
life?
Yeah. Did anything new happen? I'll tell you about mine.
I mean, I moved.
How was the move, bro? Oh, sorry, guys.
Moving sucks. I hate moving.
I would have to agree.
Dude, I've done it quite a few times, and there's nothing much I hate more than moving.
Did you have someone to help you with your moving?
Yeah, well, I don't have a whole lot of stuff being single. I don't have an old lady to move all her crap, so it wasn't that bad, but it still just sucks when you got to pack everything up,
Right.
load it up, move to the new spot, and then unload everything, and I've got boxes sitting around, and
Dude, it's definitely a hassle, man.
it is.
Guys, life is good for us right now, and also we want to thank y'all so much.
Yes.
We're almost at 800 subscribers right now.
We are.
Thank you guys very much.
Man, I can't say it too many times. Like, it just blows my mind that people are interested in our content and they're responding.
Well, we're two interesting motherfuckers, bro.
Apparently.
I mean, you got this motherfucker over here that's Blyrish in this bitch.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I'm native and Irish, so
100%. So
we either drunk or we drunk.
one of the two. So we're drunk. Hey, man. So look, this is what I want to talk about, Smokey.
Yeah.
What do you know about MK Ultra?
MK Ultra.
Do I need to give a background, or do you know?
Well, I know. We're gonna give a background,
Should I?
but I know MK Ultra.
All right. You want to explain it to the people?
Well, we were doing the Q&A with JP the other day.
Salute, JP. Appreciate it, bro.
And in the midst of all the conspiracies that we were talking about and things, somehow a Manchurian Candidate got brought up, and he brought up Bobby
Kennedy.
Yes.
Right.
And that is a well-known conspiracy that Bobby Kennedy didn't know what he was doing at the time that he did it, so it led to the whole the theory of being a Manchurian Candidate.
You're gonna call me retarded right now. You're gonna call me stupid right now.
Okay.
I am the biggest conspiracy theorist on earth.
Yes.
I don't believe shit from the mainstream government, from the mainstream media. I don't believe anything.
Okay.
When you said Manchurian Candidate,
Yeah.
I had no clue what the fuck y'all were talking about, dude. I swear to God, bro.
A Manchurian Candidate is a brainwashed person that you would take and brainwash them to interrogate or to commit a certain crime or whatever you want them to do, and you would use a certain code word. Like,
Oh.
so what they would do is take people and put them in sensory deprivation rooms.
Have you been in the sensory I'm sorry to interrupt, but have you ever been in one of those?
In a tank or a room?
In a tank.
No, I haven't, but I want to.
It's literally your brain on natural LSD. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's what I'm hearing.
Go
Well,
ahead.
you bring up LSD. That was a main ingredient in trying to brainwash these people.
Right.
Now, yeah, you want me to give a brief history here?
On the MK Ultra or the
Yes.
Manchurian Candidate?
Well, yeah, Manchurian
Well-
Candidate. That's all you need to know is that someone who was brainwashed to perform a task
Right.
using a certain code word or image or whatever you need to set off that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you give the definition of MK Ultra, but I want you guys to know this. Everybody who's watching this right now, this is not a theory. This is not a conspiracy. This isn't something that me and him just made up on the spot.
Yes.
What we are talking about right now is 100% fact.
A conspiracy that actually happened in America by our government on American people.
Exactly. So, explain. What is MK Ultra?
Well, let's go back to 1953. There was actually, you ever heard of Project Paperclip?
I heard of Project Pat. If you ain't from my hood, you can get from round here. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
All right, that's got a lot to do with it.
My bad.
Maybe not, but
I have heard of Project Paperclip. Yes, I have.
what do you know about Project Paperclip?
Project Paperclip was during the 1950s, and if I'm not mistaken, it went up to the 60s, where the government, I want to say it was the Navy, it was some part of the military, but they took certain individuals.
Yes.
Put-
Scientists.
Oh, really? Scientists?
Yeah, they were plucking scientists from, especially in Germany, because we had just finished the war.
Right. The
So-
Cold War.
No, this was World War II. We had defeated the Nazis,
Oh,
the Allied forces. So the government was into rounding up scientists, and bringing them back for intel. And actually, we had gotten some of them because a lot of the scientists were Jewish. So we had gotten some of them,
Wait. Did we save some of the Jews? Is that what you're saying? Because World War II was with Germany, right?
Yeah, well,
Germany was the Nazis, right?
yes, but Germany was not killing the Jewish scientists because they needed them for intel. Not necessarily intel, but they needed them for information.
Yeah, intelligence.
Yeah, they would use them for
Gotcha.
experiments and things. Hitler was experimenting with time travel and teleportation.
We said this in the last podcast, guys, but they say that between Tesla and Hitler, they perfected time travel, bro.
Well, Tesla was definitely part of that group of scientists. Wilhelm Reich, I'm drawing a blank now. Who's some other ones?
Wait a minute. Are you saying that
Einstein was a Jewish scientist?
Are you saying that Tesla and Hitler worked together?
Now, I don't know for a fact that they specifically worked together because Tesla could have been getting while the getting's good.
We're getting off topic. Back to the MK Ultra. Go ahead.
All right. Well, 1953. It started after Project Paperclip was achieved. They rounded up all these scientists and they moved into Project Chatter, Project Bluebird, and then ultimately Project
Blue Beam?
No. Blue Beam is
UFO.
It's a little
right?
different. Yeah.
That's UFO.
This was Jesus. What's the damn
Look, you think about it, but guys,
I want to say Project Avocado, but it's not avocado. It's a different.
The fuck.
It's a different. It's not really relative to the story, but
Look,
anyway,
man.
so they were doing these projects,
Right.
and starting with Project Bluebird, they were experimenting with mind control.
Okay. Now this is the Nazis.
No, this was Americans. This was at the war had ended.
Right.
So they were using all these newly acquired scientists
Right.
and putting them to work as far as national security. Now, we founded an intelligence agency in America.
CIA.
Yes.
Wow.
The Central Intelligence Agency.
Oh wow. Dude.
They were interrogating mainly Soviets or Russians.
Communists.
Yeah.
Because
It was all about fighting communism.
Yeah, because during that time we were going through the space race.
Yeah. Well, that came a little bit after, but yes, that was a part of it.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is when when Americans hear the word communist, what's the first country that comes to your mind?
Russia. China.
No, well,
Cuba.
I think Russia.
Yeah.
So, and before it was actually Russia, it was the USSR.
Yes.
So,
exactly.
yeah.
The Soviets. Well, so they wanted to find out ways to get more intel out of spies that were captured, or and they wanted more effective interrogations.
Right.
So they started experimenting with mind control substances,
Which involved.
well, a lot of LSD.
But you can't skip over that, Smokey. You cannot skip over that. All right, guys. It's 2019. Let me go pick up 6 of the smartest people I know. Let me feed them LSD.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to brain control you.
Yes, and that's exactly what they were doing. Now, this all sounds crazy. It sounds like it's out of a movie. But
This is fact.
is American government doing this to American peoples. And there were actually a few Canadians involved in this as well. And I think your buddy JP brought up at one point in time, they actually,
Excuse me.
as part of, I keep wanting to say Project Avocado.
Hey, shout out to JP.
I
Hey,
said,
thanks
we
for the
need,
Q&A. We need you here right now,
We
JP.
need Alexa. That's what we need.
Damn
But
it, I
they actually
unplugged her.
took a town in France and gave everyone LSD.
So they actually did do a town in France. I thought it was
Yes.
only in America.
No, this was it was a little separate. It was it was during that time,
Right.
but this was a separate experiment they were doing outside of Project Bluebird.
You sure it's not called Project Blue Beam?
No, Blue Beam is totally different.
You,
That came later.
have you heard of Project Blue Beam?
Yes.
That's UFOs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
And okay, so MK Ultra officially started. They were taking all these projects they were doing and rolled them all into one, and that became MK Ultra.
Right.
Started in 1953 and was carried on to
Let me hear the date you're about to say. Go ahead. What date you about to say?
1964.
Fuck that, bro. That shit's going on today.
Well, this is just it. So once there was a audit of the CIA
right.
in the 70s. I think it was 75.
How do you audit a government agency?
Well, the Ford administration came in and said, we cannot have our own branch of the government performing all these atrocities. So we have to go back and audit. So members of the CIA, knowing that the Ford administration was going to come in, and what was his name?
What, Henry T. Ford?
Frank Church was
heading. Frank Church was not involved. I don't know who that is.
He was heading this operation to audit the CIA.
Right.
CIA members started burning documents immediately once they heard that the administration was coming in.
Now, why were they burning the documents?
Because they were going to go to prison.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
I mean, they wanted to cover their tracks because
who wanted to cover their tracks?
The CIA.
The CIA. But
yes.
If you're a government agency, aren't you allowed some kind of immunity to where you can practice? I mean,
not over any atrocity, whatever you wanted. Like,
dude, you realize when you go to your bathroom, you turn that kitchen water sink on, and the water that comes out of that, you realize that has fluoride, barium, and aluminum in it?
Yeah.
And that's okay to do. But don't give me no LSD. No, don't give me no LSD. But I'll drink the fluoride, barium, and aluminum.
Now, here's the thing, though. You said that it's still going on today, and that is a common belief. And it may very well be. Right. I'm not saying it's not.
I think it's fact, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it may very well be. But the thing is, there is only documents to cover up to 1964.
Proven facts.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Now, that's the part of the conspiracy that was proven. And you guys can do your Googles, go back and look all this up. They were actually trying to brainwash American people. And they apparently succeeded, according to historians.
Wow.
Because the Kennedys were all dying.
Yeah, well, during that time, damn, I wish I had Alexa on right now. Who was the president during that time? In the 1950s, who was the president?
Gerald Ford.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he was the one that started no, actually, that would have been the 60s because he started the investigation.
So would it have been Kennedy?
No, this would have been...
Look, forget...
Man, my chronology.
Smokey, spell chronological.
S, no,
boy.
K, Chronos.
Listen, it's the tidy. Come here, boy. Y'all, oh Lord, we got tight in here. But what I'm saying is for a government agency to select individuals from America, feed them LSD,
yes,
and basically brain program them to the point where when I say a single word to you,
yes,
you flip.
Yes.
I mean, and like he said, he does.
That was what they wanted to achieve.
I think they did, bro.
I think they did, yeah. Because you have Sirhan, the guy that killed Bobby Kennedy.
It's actually pronounced Sirhan.
Who cares? But you have Jack Ruby. You have Lee Harvey Oswald.
You have Lady Gaga. You have Madonna. You have Al Roker. You have Shaquille O'Neal. You have... And the reason I'm bringing up these common names, guys, is because they could be bull... I'm trying to cut down on my cursing, but they could be bullshitting. But if you go watch some of these YouTube videos, there are videos of Madonna, Lady Gaga, Al Roper, fucking Bill Clinton, the president of the United States.
Oh yeah, where his eyes started going all loopy.
Yeah, dude, he's just sitting there like,
these are all attributed to the MK Ultra experiments.
Right.
That they believe, that's the common conspiracy theory now, is that they believe that, of course, we did that audit because word had got out that these experiments were going on.
Explain to me what this audit is. Talk to me about that. How do you audit a government
You
agency?
just go and pull all of their records. Same way you would do a tax audit or whatever. You have to supply records for every day from a certain point in time to a certain point in time.
So any individual can audit the government. They can audit us.
I think technically under the Constitution, yes, but
Smokey,
good luck.
Right? Me and you finna
Yeah.
go audit these motherfuckers. Bro, I had
Yeah.
to pay a lot on my 2019 taxes. But anyway, yeah, guys. But the MK Ultra thing is just so. It's so. The reason we're bringing it up now is because it's just intriguing to not only me but Smokey as well, Larry as well, because. You're basically taking control over someone's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I say a trigger word. So let's say, for instance, I have Smokey and Larry under the MK Ultra program,
Mm-hmm.
and I say avocado. You see him? He's done. But now watch when I say this other word, and then he snaps out of it. Grasshopper.
What's the word?
See? This is literally what's going. And guys, I promise you, this isn't some fairy tale. This isn't some BS that we're making up. This is something that our U.S. government actually practiced on American citizens.
Yeah, and that's the thing we wanted to get into today is, conspiracy theories are all fun. But
Right.
there are proven conspiracies that actually happened.
Flat
And
Earth.
no, prove it. But but so many people out there today believe that conspiracies don't happen because the American government would never do atrocities to its own people.
That is the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, all right, here's a segue. You got anything else you want to say about MK Ultra? Because I want to segue into something.
Well, one more really good case that I would like to talk about.
Talk to me.
And I'm just nerding out right now, but big name that died under the Nixon administration. Nixon hated a certain activist.
I bet I can go ahead. I bet I can name who you're about to say. Was he big into like electricity?
No, he was a rock star, but also a political activist at the same time.
Elton John.
Close, but he's not dead.
Oh, so this. Oh, bro, is he black?
No.
God, I was thinking Jimi Hendrix. If not Jimi Hendrix, I was
good
thinking about
guess.
I'm in the right category.
Yeah, who? The British invasion.
Paul McCartney.
John Lennon.
Okay, I got the Beatles. I got the Beatles. That works for me.
Okay, so Nixon really wanted, and this is supposed to be well after MK Ultra had stopped,
Right.
but most people believe that it never stopped. So you got a political activist who has all this power because people listen to him. You know, he had influence over the masses. People loved the Beatles. They loved John Lennon.
Dude, there were chicks falling out, fainting
Yes.
for the Beatles like they did for Michael Jackson.
Yes. So people believe that it was a mind-controlled person that shot John Lennon. Now,
Oh, that's what JP was saying about Bobby Kennedy, right?
yes.
Right.
Now, one more thing that brings me to the list. The hip-hop list. Not even the hip-hop list. The
Lord.
famous person list.
Who we talking about?
No, just in general. Tupac, Biggie, you know.
You think they were under MK Ultra?
No, not them, but maybe the person that killed them. Now, I'm not saying this is fact. I'm not saying I know. I haven't even researched it that hard. But people believe that the government will use MK Ultra to control these people that get
That
out
control
of hand.
the masses.
People who have a political view that have a lot of power, such as artists.
Can I give one name that I think is definitely being controlled?
Who?
Kanye West.
There you go.
Let me just say this.
That's that's not a bad point.
Okay, I'm half black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, first of all, I'm not saying all black people hate Donald Trump. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the word.
Mm-hmm.
But to see one of our best music creators, one of the most talented music creators come
Definitely.
out, sit next to Donald Trump and say, "You're my father. I look at you as my dad."
And turn against everyone who put him in that position.
Right? I mean, that has to be either you are off of your meds 100% or you are crazy as fuck or you're mind controlled,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, I'm definitely not. I'm not for the adage that all rappers have to be Democrats. I don't even know how that even makes sense from the beginning. But there's something wrong with Kanye.
Are we gonna segue into Kanye? Because I wanted to segue into something else, but if we can
No. I just want. I mean, everybody knows it. There's something wrong with him.
What's wrong with Kanye?
He's out there. I mean, do I?
No, you don't.
I don't. I mean, I can't even analyze this dude, man.
Look, let me say this about Kanye. When Kanye, and he actually said this himself, when Kanye is on his medicine, he makes the firest 808s and heartbreaks, My Beautiful Dark Fantasy.
Extremely talented artist.
Fucking some of the dude. I don't know if you ever heard this song, but Young Jeezy. I'm sure you have. Young Jeezy and Kanye West made a song. It's like, oh,
Back in the day, yeah.
You've got. That's when he was on his medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's actually on the medication, he is a genius. But when you take him off of that medication, I'm Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I'm Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't shut your MAGA hat wearing ass, I'm just saying. And I have nothing against Donald Trump, y'all.
Yeah, remember that we're not for Republicans or Democrats. We don't take political sides. We don't really care.
I would consider you after speaking with this guy right here, guys. For as long as I can remember, I've always considered myself a Democrat. But looking at things now, I would consider myself a liberal.
Well, Democrats are usually liberal.
Well,
Liberal? Are you saying libertarian?
Well, isn't you have Republican, you have Democratic, you have liberals.
Well, liberals are a part of the Democratic Party.
So they fall under that umbrella.
Yes, just as conservatives would fall under the Republican Party.
Gotcha.
They're extreme. Like a conservative would be an extreme right Republican, whereas a liberal would be an extreme left Democrat.
I gotta be honest, bro. All this sounds like a Super Nintendo Contra cheat code. Up, left, down, right, ABA start.
That's what politics is.
It's a fucking
That's
Contra
exactly
code.
what it is. And we're not trying to start anything. We don't want to lose viewers over political views because we don't want to get into politics. You guys can believe whoever you want. You can love who you want.
Right.
You know, we really don't care. But we can point out when there's something wrong with Kanye.
Yeah, man. Let's get off of Kanye. Can I segue into something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
What do you know about stratospheric aerosol injection? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Contrails, chemtrails.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me.
Well, is it contrails or chemtrails? Because apparently there's two different things. Like the conspiracy theorist is going to say that's a chemtrail,
Bro.
whereas the regular person on the street is going to say that's a contrail.
We were talking about how the MK Ultra was a proven fact, right?
Yeah.
This is a proven fact right here, Smokey.
All right.
You can go back to you guys remember when you were children, you had the encyclopedias? That was your internet back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could take a cup and sit it outside, let it rain, and take one of those metal testers and dip it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing it would test for was H2O, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1, which is water, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do that in 2019, you know what's going to be in that water? Barium, aluminum,
Acid rain.
it's basically acid rain. Now, a lot of people think that could either be, and when I say stratospheric aerosol injection, when you go outside and you see these airplanes make X's in the skies and tic-tac-toes in the skies, you think that's natural?
No, it's definitely things that are being put into the sky from what we're doing.
Why?
Well, I mean, for one, it's a byproduct of burning jet fuel
Why did it?
a mile in the sky.
Yeah, but why is it happening? Ask your grandmama.
Hmm.
She didn't see that when she was a child.
No, not at all.
So why are we seeing it now?
Oh, you know, my grandmother actually used to say, well, they may be making clouds or they may be putting something in there.
Now, this is true. They can actually get in an airplane.
Cloud seed.
Where you basically can make it rain.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I think we talked about this on one of our podcasts.
Did we?
I think
We
about.
may have, yeah.
But there's some people that can get in an airplane and write like "I love you" in the sky.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought you were talking about cloud seeding. Like,
No, but that's a real thing too.
yeah.
I mean, again, this is proven fact, guys. When Hurricane Katrina, everybody remembers Hurricane Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
When Hurricane Katrina first hit, or when it was about to hit U.S. soil,
Mm-hmm.
this is a conspiracy. It might be in my head, but a lot of people consider this fact. When you know Hurricane Katrina, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. When it first was about to hit American soil, it was headed towards the D.C. area. Now, what's in Washington D.C.?
All the politicians.
White House,
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln Memorial,
Pentagon.
So what the higher powers did, quote unquote, doing air quotes now, what they do is we don't need them. We don't need this huge hurricane to hit our most political, most prolific people of the American country. What we're gonna do is cloud seed that hurricane, and instead of it hitting the white,
Somehow alter the course
exactly. And where does it send it?
into the Gulf.
New Orleans. New
Yeah.
Orleans predominantly black,
Yeah, it's
predominantly poor.
Yeah.
So what they do is instead of hitting the rich white people, let's cloud seed this massive storm. And this is fact. I'm telling you guys. It goes from Washington D.C. all the way down past Georgia, past Florida, into Louisiana. And to this day, people are still struggling.
Yeah.
From
I went there in 2010. I think was maybe a little after 2010 I was there.
right.
But yeah, they still haven't recovered completely.
It's crazy, man. It just fascinates me how our government literally gives two F's about
Now,
us.
I don't know that they have the technology to move an entire hurricane right to where they want it, but I can tell you there's some people in power who, if they had a choice, they would say, yes, hit that predominantly poor, predominantly black area
Of
over
course.
the predominantly white area. There's no denying that.
See, you just saying those words, does that not hit you to your core, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it's okay to hit the disenfranchised black people,
Yeah,
but
because I grew up in those areas with those black
Smokey,
people.
let me be honest with you right now. You Cherokee, you
Mhm.
Irish, you white.
Yes.
In my eyes, I look at you as a nigga. Okay? I look at you as a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, both of those races were treated as such.
yeah, and
in history.
me being half black, bro, I have the white side of my family.
Well, and your Irish side didn't get treated any better when they
Well,
first came here.
the only person from actually my grandmother migrated here from Ireland because they were treated so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is I don't identify as a black person and I don't identify as a white person. I don't identify as
either.
an Irish person. I am triracial. I am biracial, black, white, and Irish. So when I'm sorry guys, but from the age of 7 to now, the black side of my family embraced me. So I don't want to say I identify as a black American, but I connect more with the black side, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I like hip hop music because hip hop music doesn't necessarily mean black people.
No, obviously.
But all I'm saying is it's messed up that our government would choose, don't hit the president, don't hit the White House, don't hit the Pentagon, don't hit the Lincoln Memorial. Hey, but you know there's some people down there in the swamps, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and it's not only blacks, it's Cajuns, you know.
Okay. French.
Yes.
French.
Mostly lower
Creole.
class. Yeah. I mean, they live in, the swamp ghettos, basically.
Right.
It's messed up, but there's definitely people in this country who think that way.
Listen, can I say something just being an Atlanta fan real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather hit. Guys, this is gonna sound fucked up, but being from Atlanta, or I'm from South Carolina, but being raised in Atlanta, I'd rather that hurricane hit the Saints than
I feel you on that one.
Dude, look, I work with a guy, bro, and he calls them swamp people.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, man. Hey, Atlanta, we gonna make it to the Super Bowl one day. We're gonna do it.
We are. Man, our AAF team blows.
Wait, what the hell is that? Yeah.
Alliance of American Football. We have the Atlanta Legends.
Come on, bro. I know NBA, NFL, a little bit of Atlanta United.
Oh, there's 2 new professional football leagues starting up. One started a few weeks ago, the AAF, Alliance of American Football. Next year, the XFL will kick off.
The XFL's coming back?
Yes.
Dude, somebody told me Kurt Warner still plays for the XFL or some European team. Bro,
that I've heard.
How do we go from MK Ultra to Kurt Warner?
Because you want a hurricane to hit the Saints,
right, dude?
But everybody does, right?
Right. Hey, go Falcons.
Yeah, I ain't saying people need to be killed, but the hell with the Saints.
Don't say that, Smokey. Don't say it. Wait, let me see.
The hell with the Saints.
36 minutes. Let's talk some more, man. What?
Well, the AAF team just is horrendous. They had Aaron Murray, a great UGA quarterback, set all the SEC records back in the day.
Right.
They pulled him out for, I wanted to say Chris Sims, but he's with Barstool Sports. Matt Sims.
Dude, I don't know shit about
Matt Sims was basically the practice squad guy for the Falcons.
Smokey, I got to be real with you right now. Mm-hmm. You're turning off more the majority of our audience right now.
They don't want to hear about the AAF?
Remember when we did the UFC?
You're right.
Remember when we did Patrick Mahomes?
Hey, Patrick Mahomes, that was not a bad video.
Bro, I saw a video where him and, I want to say Steve Smith, he wasn't a quarterback, was he?
No, he was a receiver.
Receiver, yeah. It was Patrick Mahomes when he was still in Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And he went against somebody, and they were doing, like, how fast you could throw the ball. Patrick Mahomes is a fucking beast,
bro. He is
a
beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a special, like, a once-in-a-generation talent. And I don't see anything but him continuing his dominance. And apparently our viewers don't like sports, but but they
have another beer right now.
They apparently like wrestling, though.
Yeah, I guess they do. They like The Undertaker versus Mankind. Sure would be nice to have another beer right now. Guys, this is live.
Sure would be nice to have good radio right now.
We are the Trash Talkers, and this is what we do. We talk trash.
Yeah, so the hell with the Saints.
Fuck the Saints. Let's go on to another topic, bro.
What you got?
What do you think about... Give me something, bro. Throw me something. Come on. We can just talk shit right now if you want.
Yeah.
Yo mama is so old. Her social security number is 2.
Ooh.
God damn.
Oh. Yo mama is so old.
How old my mama is, bro?
When she was in school, there was no history.
No, she invented history?
Yeah, she was the history.
God damn, mama.
Yeah, all in the books and shit, man.
Jesus.
I saw it. I read that shit, man.
Y'all, this is when the trash talk comes into play. But I don't know. Hey, listen, y'all, we got the merchandise. We've got, all kind of things, and we've got the hats, we've got the shirts, we've got stickers. What else we got, Smoke Dog?
We got a pen. A pen. We have a single pen. We got to get some more of those. What did you say? The stickers, the business cards, the
pens, coffee mugs. We got everything.
Coffee mugs, yes.
Coffee mugs. I want to get on one more conspiracy before we close this out.
What do you want to talk about?
We did MK Ultra. We did cloud seeding. Huh. Bro, what you know about cloning?
Cloning?
Talk to me.
I don't know. Well, what do you know about it?
Not a goddamn thing.
So, how many of these celebrities are clones?
Have you ever heard of a rapper called Kid Buu?
Is he on Vlad TV?
Yes.
I saw that interview. Yes.
He claims
He
that
claims that he is the clone and he
Yeah,
was
trash.
manufactured in a factory.
Right.
And he gives the details of what factory it was and when he was cloned.
Have you seen the video where he quote unquote brought his clone in?
No.
Dude, he brought. You can tell it was iPhone rendered. I mean, come on, bro. Literally, it's like you sitting right there, and then somebody coming in and just sitting here and just being like, "Yeah, I'm smoking."
You know what? I have a clone. I am the clone, maybe. All right, do your Googles right now.
Oh Lord.
Do your Googles.
Oh Lord.
Look at this face, this beautiful face right here. Now, go and Google Killer Klump. It's KILLA KLUMP.
Smokey, that was 48 years ago.
He's still alive. He ain't dead.
You my
But-
dog, bro. I'm just
He-
messing with you.
I mean, he's still out there. He's still rapping from what I saw. I mean, he got out of prison and started rapping again.
I feel you.
Now, you want a story? Did I ever tell you that story?
Oh, I think you did, but tell the people.
So I was at this show, and I was mistaken for him by Exhibit one time. Exhibit was performing
You
there.
did a show with Exhibit?
Yeah, I don't know if I performed the same day or the day before or after. But yes, I was on stage in the same show.
I think
as
you owe
Exhibit.
me some royalties, but we'll keep that on the
Oh,
low.
yeah. Well,
Hey, Hollywood produced a lot of those
you got the
beats.
raise, not me.
You're funny. But go ahead.
We'll split our ad revenue
Right.
once YouTube gives it to us.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're getting it. But anyway, Exhibit apparently mistook me for Killer Klump because I'm walking by him and I don't know the dude. And he's like, "Hey, you out of prison?"
What?
And I wasn't in prison, dog.
You should have been like, hell yeah, what's up, bro?
He's like, "Oh, I thought you was Klump." And then like, nope. So I had to Google the dude myself. And I'm
Smokey,
like,
are
I Googled him and I'm like, that's me. That's me.
Are you sure they weren't mistaking you for Trump and
Hold
not
on.
Clump? I'll plug
Oh.
it into the
Trump.
podcast.
Trump.
Clump and Trump.
I gotta show you. Have you ever looked him
you
up?
showed them to me before. Y'all,
You heard his voice?
I don't think I've heard his voice, but if y'all look I mean, guys, Google, what's his name?
Killer Klump.
Google Killer Clump and Google Smokey Ramirez.
Yes.
These guys
You'll
are
probably
twins.
actually find a video or a picture somewhere that's got a picture of me and him beside with like question marks in the middle that somebody made
Lord.
back in the day.
Hey, you know, I get that with Bruno Mars all the time.
Oh yeah.
I get that all the time. Anyway, man. Hey, bro. Listen.
Yeah.
Great show, bro.
It was.
Dude, we're doing this.
Number
we're doing this. Number 8, guys.
We
Trash-
hope you enjoyed number 8.
Yes, we did.
Ocho.
Listen, y'all, we had another video for y'all. It was a reaction to a really popular. I'm not going to say too much because it might actually get put back on there.
Yeah, I think it will after we appeal it. But yeah, we tried to do a reaction video just the other night and YouTube ain't having it.
No.
Apparently they're like, nah,
Nah.
we don't want you reacting to that video. And
So-
it's nothing bad. Well,
No, here's the government conspiracy mind in me. It's all conspiracy. They're saying you guys are blowing up too quick. You went from 200 to 700 subscribers within a month and a half. I'd be damn if you finna cover this motherfucker.
we ain't giving you any reason to blow up anymore.
Exactly. But guys, if they do happen to, if our appeal does happen to go through, you will be seeing another video from us very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else you want to add to the people, man?
Good reaction video.
Great
Definitely
reaction.
check that out. If you see it under this one or above it, depending on when it comes out, just watch that video, man.
Please,
It's
please,
nice.
please,
Yeah.
guys.
We think you'll like it.
We need the likes.
Yes.
We need the
Subscribes.
we need the
The bells. Put that bell on.
The
so you will
bell.
know. You will know right when we put a new video out. It'll come right to your notifications. You can click on it and be like, I love these motherfuckers, man.
right. Listen, man, we want to all the trash talkers out there. I just got to give a salute to y'all. Thank y'all for so much for helping us grow. We have grown tremendously.
I think we shouldn't even call them fans anymore. We should call them trash talkers because they are a part of us.
From this point, from episode trash talk 8.
Yes.
No longer are you guys fans.
You guys are one of us.
Trash talkers.
And together we're all going to make this thing grow. And we're going to become what we should be.
Absolutely.
As a family.
Absolutely.
Because I love you.
God damn it, he said it.
I beat you.
You got me, bro. So, but look, if you guys go watch the reaction video to the YouTube, to the XXX
You stole them shits, man.
What you mean I stole
You
them?
stole my I love you.
I'm going to give you that. But I love the people too, Smokey.
I'll give you that when you do love the
Exactly.
people too. So.
Anyway, guys, we want to thank you so much for checking in, guys, to the Trash Talk Trash Talk podcast, episode 8. It's your boy Behringer, Hollywood 6 in this bitch. I got my homeboy
Smokey, Larry. Hold on. It's Larry, Smokey, Ramirez, Cowan.
Yes, sir. Listen, guys, stay tuned for the next episode, and we are over and out.
Deuces.